right, what's up, guys? We're here. Kendrick Lamar's album has officially dropped. This is my first blind reaction to it. I haven't heard anything off this album at all, not one song. But I've heard some good things. I've heard some bad things. I just want to say before I start off with my relationship with Kendrick Lamar, he's my favorite rapper of all time. Good Kid, Mad City is my favorite rap album and probably my top 5 favorite albums of all time. To Pimp Butterfly is my second favorite rap album of all time. And obviously that means Kendrick is up there, right? I've been following Kendrick ever since Section AD came out, and I thought he had what it took to be one of the greatest, and I was right, so it feels good there. I used to tell people all the time, like, he's going to be one of the greatest, and people were like, nah, he's not that dope. I was right, they were wrong, but, you know, it's all good. But Damn, I like Damn, but it was just, I felt like he was starting to not fall off, but just lose that energy that he had when he first started. I felt like he had a lot more to say when he first came out versus now, which makes sense. I mean, he said a lot, and those 2 albums I just mentioned, Good Kid, Mad City, and The Pimp Butterfly, he said a lot. So hopefully this new album he'll have some more to say. He's taking some time off, he said, to, you know, work on the project and make it better. So hopefully this album will be, you know, he'll knock it out of the park. So let's go ahead. Let's get into this now. I just want to make sure everybody knows I do own the album on Apple Music. I don't know if you can see that. You probably can't see that. But I own the album on Apple Music, okay? So I'm not just listening to it for free, but it is on YouTube. So we're going to listen to it on YouTube, and I'm going to follow the track list off of iTunes. So the first song is United in Grief, so let's hear it.
Really controlled us. I bought a Rolex watch, I only wore it once. I bought infinity pools I never swam in. I watched King by 4 cars in 4 months. You know the family dynamics on repeat. The insecurities locked down on PC. I bought a 223, nobody peace treat. You won't do me, I smell TNT. Dave got him a Porsche, so
Okay. So I've never heard anything like that before in my life. I've never heard anything like that before. I'm not saying it's bad. It's literally probably the most unique song Kendrick has ever made. Like, that was actually, I don't know how to process it because I've never heard anything like that. Like, at first, it's very off-putting, but the emotion is there. The emotion is there. The feeling is there. That feeling of anxiety, but and passion is there. It's definitely there. That was a very interesting song that I'm gonna definitely have to listen to multiple times. But this is just a review. This is a reaction to the album. So let's go to the next song, which is N95.
this isn't them taking it personal, done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. Bitch, you ugly as fuck. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping on what? You out of pocket. Dancing in the sand.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. I like that song. I really do like that song. I like that song a lot. That was a good ass song. That was a good ass song. Like, I'm definitely listening to that again. So far, we're doing great. So far, we're doing great. All right, let's go to Worldwide Steppers. Oh, Kodak on this one. He put Kodak on it.
I'm a killer, he's a killer, she's a killer, bitch. We some killers walking.
He off beat.
Shopping lies and motors, hide your eyes, then pose for the pick.
Wow. I didn't like that one as much as the other 2, but I did like it. It was very dark and grim. It felt like a horror movie. It felt like I was listening to a horror movie, but I did like the subject matter for sure. But Kodak didn't even rap on that. What's the point of seeing featuring Kodak for him to just say 2 words at the beginning? I hate when artists do that. I was like waiting on Kodak to come in. I'm like, I don't think Kodak could rap on this. This is pretty. This is pretty. This is a beautiful song.
Trust me, can I trust you? Don't judge me. I'm a die-hard, it gets ugly. Too passionate, it gets ugly. I wonder where I lost my way.
Yeah, you needed something like this after that last song. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty. This is a really pretty song. Yeah, I like this. This is beautiful. It really is a nice song. It's really smooth. Yeah. I like this. And the next song is Father Time. Father Time. That was a beautiful song.
This we learn together, so it loses forever. Daddy
Early morning wake ups, practicing on day offs. Tough love, bottled up, no chase I need, no chase I need, no chase I need, no chase I need, no chase. Early morning wake ups, practicing on day offs. Tough love, bottled up, no chase I need, no chase I need, no chase I need, no chase I need.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's not bad, but it's like, I don't know. It's something about it that just don't hit for me. I like the chorus. The chorus is solid. But it's like the verses is just a little too off. Like the amount of off that they were before was reasonable, but this is just like a little too off for me. But maybe if I listen to it again another time. But let's go to the next song, which is Rich Spirit. We're skipping the interlude for now.
nigga, broke phone. Trying to keep the balance, I'm staying strong. Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Stop playing with me before I turn you to a song. Hey, bitch, I'm attractive. Can't fuck with you no more, I'm fasting. Bitch, I'm attractive. Can't fuck with you no more, I'm fasting.
That's solid. That's a solid song. That's not bad. I like this song. It's solid. Nothing crazy. It's just a good song. It's got a nice vibe. Yeah. Okay. Next song is We Cried Together. Oh, it's a long one. Very over the top introduction. Ooh. Oh, it went from that beautiful sound to this ugly, distorted sound.
Faithful ass bitches, unstable ass, confrontational ass, dumb bitches. You wanna bring a nigga down, even when I'm trying to do right. We can go our separate ways right now. You can move on with your life.
Yikes. That was a very, very hard song to listen to. Not because it's bad, but oh, that was the sound from the beginning. Damn. Stop tap dancing around the conversation. That was a very interesting song. It was hard to listen to, like I said, but it was very interesting. I didn't like the fucking Trump part, though. Like, that shit's annoying. I wish he would stop mentioning Trump, because he's wrong every time he mentions him. Just stop talking about that, because that's really going to make me not like you. Alright, next song. Oh, Summer Walker on this one? And Ghostface. I don't really like that one. It was alright, but I mean, it wasn't really for me. I didn't really like that one too much. Alright, let's go to the next song. Count Me Out. This is the next part, I guess. Part 2. This is a double-sided album or some shit like that. Oh, Duckworth.
I just worked hard without lifting my head up. That left me fed up. You made me worry. I wanted my best version, but you ignored me. Then changed the story. Then changed the story. Good energy in the room, drop the location, please. Anybody out there for the one when I'm frustrated? Trying to keep my good conscience in rotation. Thoughts in my head, they living there with no.
That was a good song. I don't have a problem with that song. Like I said, there's a lot of these songs are mostly just solid. Nothing too crazy for me, but a few of them were. But that one was definitely pretty solid. All right, the next song is Crown.
You can't say no. Go out the way to make the coin available. That's what I call love.
I will say this is definitely his most creative album, without a shadow of a doubt. This is number one, the most creative one.
Time. Turn around, it's life or death, but you don't mind.
Now, people say it's gonna be a rock album. This is not a rock album at all. I'd say this is a theatrical album. If anything, the sound just makes you feel something that's just so unique. I've never felt things like this before for music.
They idolize and praise your name across the nation.
That piano is beautiful.
Can't please everybody. Wait, you can't please everybody. No, I can't please everybody. Heavy is the head that chose to wear the crown.
That's haunting. That sounds like, this song sounds like Kendrick made this for himself, to be honest. It sounds like a song that he made for himself, which is fine. But it's nice. All right, let's do Silent Hill. Now this one has Kodak Black, so maybe Kodak will actually rap this time. This one got a lot of views, so it must be a hit. Ooh. This is a lot more traditional beat. I can see Kodak rapping on this. Yeah, this is fire. I can already tell this is gonna be fire.
Swerve, 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 shake the currents off. Yeah. Push these niggas off me like, push these bitches off me like.
This is the funniest chorus Kendrick has ever made, but I like it though. It's fire, yeah.
Bitch, you talk too much. You making it hard for love. I mean, it's hard enough. I mean, it's.
They don't fuck with me even if they could. Pull out the stick, hit a bitch, my daughter, make me go harder. Every Sunday, teach my boy to be a man. I ain't had no father. Fell in love with the block, I ain't had no part. Just sawed off shotgun Marvin. Stacking them on the proper art with diamonds, look like Marvin. All of my water, aqua, beating the block up till he swell. I don't want your ice, boy, I want your life. Fuck it, I still might rob him.
Damn. Kodak went off. Kodak has been going off lately, but he did really good right there. He was hanging with Kendrick. Okay, Kodak. Yeah, I like this song. Definitely going in the playlist. This is like a really nice song to listen to late at night while you driving. Like, this is perfect. This is a perfect late night drive song. Perfect. It don't get no better for a late night drive song. That's a fire. That was fire. I like that. That was good. All right. Whew. All right. Next we got Savior. Oh, that's interlude. Oh, Savior. Yeah. Okay. It's an interlude and a song.
The collective conscious. Calamities on repeat. Bitch, are you happy for me? Millie, are you happy for
I like this song. This is solid.
for yourself? Yeah, heroes looking for the villains to help. I never been sophisticated, same face. Being manipulative, such a required taste. I rubbed elbows with people that was for the people. They all greedy, I don't care for no public speaking. And they like to wonder where I've been, protecting my soul in the valley of silence.
I feel like this album, Kendrick has very much matured from a person who thinks like he can, or be that voice that like saves people from a place of darkness and misunderstanding, to now he really starting to sound like he's giving up on that and really just starting to think about himself. And I mean, it's cool, but it's kind of depressing at the same time. You know, it's more realistic, obviously, but it's like, man, I feel like this is like the kind of album he should have made like for his last album. Like, yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I can't do it for y'all anymore. I'm done. Like, I had to look out for myself. But this is not his last album.
Nice to study, she was taught since birth, but that don't justify the feelings that my cousin preserved. The builder was thinking out loud, bad angel. That's when you looked at me and smiled, said thank you. The day I chose humanity over religion, the family got closer, it was all forgiven. I said them F-bombs, I ain't know any better. Mistakenly, I ain't think that you know any different. See, I was taught words was nothing more than a sound, if ever they was pronounced without any intentions. That very second you challenged the shit I was kicking. Reminded, but only if you let a white girl say nigga.
That's true. That song was a very beautiful song. It was a very deep, introspective song. It's very interesting. I wonder how much of it is true. If it's true, then that was a very, very mature song for Kendrick to make. I know the transgender community, he's literally, they love him now. Like, there's no way. He's literally the number one. Like, they're gonna literally suck this man's dick. I'm just saying, no offense, but I'm saying, like, they're gonna love this shit. Like, this is like the best trans support song I've ever heard in my life, if there is one. So I know they're gonna love that. But what am I trying to say? But as far as like the song goes, I like the humanity over religion and just loving your fellow man, even if they're different, even if they believe in something different. That's all it really was about, And some of the words, some of the lyricism was really deep. Like when he said, he'd always tell his cousin was like that when they would say jokes, he wouldn't laugh as hard as everybody else, Like, that was a very good song. All right, Mr. Morale is next. We almost done. This is the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So, we already heard the Big Steppers. I didn't really like that. So let's see what Mr. Morale is about. This fucking beat is. This is another beautiful song. The sounds in this song in this album are so relief. I like that song. That song was nice. Just a nice chill song, good vibe. Let's see, Mother I Sober, next song. I can tell this is gonna be some deep shit.
My cousin chaotic for my mother's pain. I hope Hakeem made you proud, cause you ain't die in vain. So I set free the power of Whitney, may she heal us all. So I set free our children, make a karma, keep them with God. So I set free the hearts filled with hatred, keep our bodies sacred. As I set free all your abusers, this is transformation.
I was right, that was some deep shit. Jesus Christ. Damn, that was a deep ass song. Damn. Whew, that was really deep. That was maybe his deepest song ever. That was really deep. That was really deep. Mirror is the last song. Let's go. Wow. After that heavy ass song, he probably gonna do something really light here, because that was really heavy. Jesus, man. I don't know anyone that's been molested or anything like that or touched, but I definitely was asked as a kid. Had it happened to me before, so that's a thing for sure. This is a good outro song for this album. This is a really good outro song for this album. Yeah. This was an experience for sure. I will never take that away. This is way better than Damn. For sure. This is what I was. This is, yeah. Alright, so my review of that album was, that was Kendrick's most creative album that he's ever made, without a shadow of a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt, that was his most creative album he's ever made. Hands down. His most creative album. His subject matter was probably the deepest. It was a very personal album where, you know, he had to be completely vulnerable with himself, and admitting his flaws as a person, and even his family members, is something that he's been doing for years, but never to this extreme, to this level. It's a very reflective album, which makes sense. The last song being called Mirror. It's a very self-reflecting album. I don't think that this album will have the commercial success of To Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid, Mad City, simply because it's just so much about Kendrick himself. Like, this is an album about him and his opinions about his own life, much less rather the life of, you know, everyone in the whole world, which is usually what his, you know, at least black hip-hop culture. There are a few songs like that in here, but for the most part, I'd say this is about him and his life and his decisions that he's making. And it sounds to me like, once again, like he's prioritizing himself over his rap career and over the messaging of his rap career, and making the community a better place for specifically the hip hop community and black people. He's more so focusing on himself and his own life now. And like I said, it comes off as a depressing album for me personally, because, you know, you never want to see the hero say like, yeah, I can't, like, it's taking too much out of me to do this. I have to look out for myself. You know, you never want. It's kind of like in Spider-Man 2, where Spider-Man gives up. You know, you never want to see the hero give up. But if that's what's best for him, you know, obviously I respect that. As far as the music goes, like listening to it on repeat, I wouldn't say I'm going to listen to as many songs on this album as pretty much any Kendrick album. I mean, even Damn, I probably listen to more songs than this on repeat. But in terms of just the essence and the quality of the music and the emotion and the way it makes you feel when you listen to it, like, it's definitely an experience. If I had to rate this off my first listen, I'd say it's easily a 9 out of 10 album, up there with To Pimp a Butterfly in terms of just the overall package, right? But it's definitely better than Damn. I definitely want to say it's better than To Pimp a Butterfly or Good Kid, Mad City, which I say Good Kid, Mad City is still his best work to date, simply because it's just had everything. But I think that this album, while it is missing the bangers, so to speak, it makes up for it in vulnerability and honesty, and that's very rare to see nowadays, and it sets it apart. And I think Kendrick's done it again. I think he's made another classic album that I definitely enjoyed it, and I will be listening to it again.